Hi friends, hello, welcome to you, welcome back. We are solving examples as part of matrices and we are solving determinants. Now we have couple of problems to solve. Let's solve them together. So the first one, we have to show that the determinant of this matrix, which are having rows as A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, B minus C, C minus A minus B as second row, and the third row is C minus A minus B, B minus C. We have to show that this determinant is equal to 0. Now what I can observe is, I see that in all the rows or all the columns, I have all the three terms A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, and they are plus and minus, right? So if I add them, they should cancel out. So what I will do, I will apply R1 is assigned R1 plus R2 plus R3. That will give me, if I do R1 equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, what I will have? Let us check that one. So A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. Nothing but A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. Similarly, next one I will have B minus C plus C minus A plus A minus B. The next one I will have C minus A plus A minus B plus B minus C. This is what I will have, and the remaining columns will stay as it is: B minus C, C minus A, C minus A minus B, A minus B, B minus C. But you know, these all values, if you add them up, it's nothing but equal to 0. A minus B plus B minus C, B cancels, A minus C, A minus C plus C minus A is 0. So you have a matrix where you have row, all the elements of first row is equal to 0. Now you know that if a row or a column of a matrix is having all elements as 0, then its determinant is 0, because you expand by that row, element into cofactor, element into cofactor, element into cofactor, nothing but equal to 0. Let's go to the next problem. We have to show that 1 1 1 first column, second column we have ABC, third column we have A square minus BC, B square minus CA, C square minus AB. Now I have to prove this determinant equal to 0. I don't want to expand it. One way what I can do is, I can subtract this, then I can take common. But what I prefer to do now is, instead of applying transformations on the rows, I will try to divide this into two matrix. I will say 1 1 1 1 A B C, A square B square C square minus. Now this column I am going to divide it into two columns. Remaining will remaining will stay as it is. That we know, right? So I'll have ABC as it is here, and I'll have BC, CA, and AB. Let us see what happens now. This is nothing but equal to 1 1 1 A B C, A square B square C square minus. Now if I have to prove this equal to 0, I should prove that the second matrix determinant is nothing but equal to the first matrix determinant, or I should be able to convert the second one in the form of first one. If you see now, 1 1 1 ABC is fine, but I have BC CA AB. You remember, whenever you see like this, you can make them as ABC by multiplying with A and B and C respective rows. So first row, if I multiply, I'll have A square ABC. If I multiply second row with B, I will have B square ABC. Second row, third row, I will have C square ABC. What we have done here? we have done R1 into A, R2 into B, R3 into C. At the same time we have divided by ABC so that it is not at all changed. Okay. Now let's come back. Now what I can do again is I can say 1 1 1 A B C, A square B square C square, that's the first one, minus. Now you can see that you can take ABC common in the third column, so it will become ABC by ABC, and I will have A square 1, B square 1, C square 1. ABC will cancel out, and you know that this is equal to this. So the first matrix is equal to second matrix. How? Because see here, I should have 1 1 1 in the first column, right? That means I should do one flip. That flip will allow 1 to come to second position. One more will allow it to come to first position. So minus into minus will be plus only. That means they will stay as it is. So the resultant is nothing but equal to 0. Yes. Let's go ahead and do one more problem. Yes. Now what we have to do, we have to show that determinant of this is nothing but equal to x plus 2a into x minus a whole square. Now what I will do here is, one thing I can take, I can add R1 is assigned R1 plus R2 plus R3, that will have x plus 2a x plus 2a, x plus 2a, x plus 2a, because R1 is assigned R1 plus R2 plus R3. Then what else you have remaining as it is? A, x, a, x. Now can I take x plus 2a common? What is the advantage of doing that? By doing that I will be having ones. Now I can apply, I can subtract one column from other so that I can get it easily. Now this is nothing but equal to, if I take x plus 2a out, I will have 1 1 1 a x a x. Now what I will do, I will apply. Now on this I will apply R2 is assigned R2 minus R3, or actually you can go for C1 is assigned. Okay, let's simplify this further. We will say C2 is nothing but C2 minus C1, and C3 is nothing but C3 minus C1. Let us see what happens now. If I do that, what happens? The first column will stay as it is, so I'll have C1 will stay as it is, so I'll have 1 a. C2 is C2 minus C1, so I'll have x minus a and 0. This is C1, this is C2, and this is C3. C1, C2 and C3. Yes. What about C3? C3 is C3 minus C1, again 0. This is also 0, and I have x minus a. Now you can easily find out the determinant because there are two zeros and only one. So I expand by this, I will have nothing but x plus 2a into x minus a whole square. So you can see, by applying transformations using the properties of determinants, we can solve the determinant problems very easily. We will solve some more problems in the coming videos. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now.